Whereas in 1968, President Lyndon Johnson started the observation of Latinx Hispanic Heritage Week. In 1988, President Ronald Reagan expanded the week to a month, enacting it into law on August 17, 1988, and
whereas the definition for Latinx, used for a person of Latin American origin or descent, a gender-neutral term sometimes used in lieu of Latino or Latina, referencing Latin Americans' culture and their racial identity, and
whereas Milpitas originated from the word milpa, derived from the Nahuatl words mili, defined as agriculture, field, and pan, defined as on, and whereas the city of Milpitas history dates back to the Spanish expeditions of the late 18th century and are honored today with the preservation of the Jose Maria Alviso adobe and Jose Higuera adobe, and
whereas Milpitas' own city council members, Vice Mayor Bob Nunez, Camer Montano, and Karina Dominguez are making Latinx voices heard and making a change in the world, and
whereas the experiences of the Latinx community is an important aspect of the United States and Milpitas' rich and diverse culture, and
whereas Latinx Heritage Month offers the opportunity to learn of the profound impact of Hispanics throughout history, including civil rights activist Cesar Chavez, Sergeant Marcario Garcia, engineer and astronaut Ellen Ochoa, film director Alfonso Cuarón, Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, and Surgeon General Antonia Novello are amongst those who lobbied Latinx Heritage Month as a national celebration, and
whereas Demi Lovato, Jennifer Lopez, Jorge Ramos, Eva Longoria, with their Spanish roots, have made an impact in the Latin community, and whereas Roberto Clemente was the first Latin in professional baseball to reach 3,000 hits, even winning MVP games in 1971, who acted as a political conscious representative of the Latin community when professional sports contained few Hispanics, and
whereas Sophie Cruz, who once said, "I have the right to protection, I have the right to live with my parents, I have the right to live without fear, I have the right to be happy," in front of 5,000 people in 2016 when she was only 6 years old.
whereas a group of Spaniards, Afro-Latinos, indigenous people, and mestizos traveled to California and founded the city of Los Angeles, which has the country's largest Latin population, and
whereas the formation of the League of United Latin American Citizens in 1929, the United Farm Workers of America in 1965, Mendes vs. Westminster in 1945, the East Los Angeles Walkouts in 1968, the Mexican-American Legal Defense and Education Fund in 1968, the Southwest Voter Registration Education Project in 1974, and El Congreso del Pueblo de Habla Española in 1938 were all events, amongst many others, in U.S. history where Hispanics played a central role. And whereas each year Americans observe National Latinx Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th by celebrating the histories, cultures, and contributions of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. Now therefore be it resolved that the governing board of the Milpitas Unified School District join other communities and school districts in our nation in celebrating September 15 to October 15 as National Latinx Heritage Month.